everyone. Welcome back to my Jay Bird. And this is game 75 of Battle of the Boxes. And remembering 1976 and then 1977 to bot 1900. No errors, no assistance, no help of any kind. And I'm calling this Knights Waiting, Knight Queen Late. They were both late, but they were done in 15 moves. We had some action beforehand. And let's get to it here. With a B3, I open up. I'm in white, E5, B2, C6, D4, E7, D5, I pass, B8, E4, H4, F3, E7, D3, F6, C4. And when I first opened up here, you see my style changed here a little bit because I was having a tough time, and today I'm having, well, I actually beat 2,000 bot 2 times a day, but using this similar opening here with that bishop and pushing the pawn and leading with the pawn and using the queen. So I got some games that way where it seems to be working out for me. Back in 77, Jay Bird would be he was more aggressive than I was. As you saw my opening with the 2 pawns up here and the bishops moving up, I wasn't the aggressive one. After C4, A6, A3, C5, D2. After D2, knight takes D3, takes D3, B6, knight's waiting. This is move 12, knight's waiting. D6, B4, G4, H3, takes E2, takes E2, and there's your knight's queen. That's 15 moves. Now the dust is all clear. There's no more, there's no real crazy stuff that's going to happen now. The game just continues on. But I got a strong side over here. After that, at castles, I go A4, D7, not D7, B4, B7, C3, E7, B3, E8, and he goes in Adonis bird here. After E8, A5, B8, A2, H6, I castle the other way, G5, A1, G4, H4, A8, take B6, B6 takes, D2, H5, E3, B8, takes B6, B7, takes A7, C7, E3, G3, A7, takes F2, takes F2, B8, takes B7, takes B7, A7, takes A7, takes A7, G8, A5, G4, B6, D7, B7, H4, queenie B8, takes B8, takes B8, F2, H1, C5, G3, E8, B3, B4, A7, E7. See, there's no easy way. It still turns out to be a long game. After E7, C5, takes C5, takes C5, takes C5, takes C5, E8, B5, F8, D7, E7, B7, D6, F8, F2, G2, E4 takes F7, C5, takes H5, D5, G4, D4, G5, D5, G6. I take the easy way out. I'm not going to fiddle with this knight and this king running around like this. And next thing you know, I have a queen, but it don't matter. I take the easy way out. After G6, E6, E6 takes E6, H7, F6, G7, E7, G8, D6, D3, C6, C8, B6, B3, A7, and there's mate. The chess bug's back again, and it's really bad. Now, I just won 2 games a day, and I haven't won 2 games in, man, it's been a week now, I think, before I had, and then it's a serious problem right now with this. I'm changing everything because they're changing their update. Their update on these games and bots, they're changed. So now I change, so my change of theory and playing is different. Now I could take the arrows and do it. It's still hard, and it don't help me at all with the assistance is bad on it. But I still can beat it. But it's getting harder for me to keep up with this, with my theory, because the system's changing. The programs are changing. They're getting harder. Which don't make no sense to me, is because you're taking a 2,000 and turning it up, and you fix a couple things in it, and actually it's higher than a 2,000 now, and then you'll do it to the next one at 2,100. It's just over. You know what I mean? You can't, and then still say it's 2,100. If they adjust one thing from what it was originally supposed to be, you updated your program. And I showed you in one of my videos already. I proved it. The 2,200 against the 2,800. Go check it out. I'm telling you, program against program, and that 2,200. And that 2,200 was a shredder. Well, it seems like I'm playing shredders all day long here now with these bots. It's not the same. But this is how this game goes. And telling you about remembering 76 and the 77, like the last 1,800 game, truly was really similar to that's the way I played with that opening, and that's the way the games look. Maybe not for move, but that's the way those games looked. That last game, that 1,800 bot, the last one I did, that was game 74. And, and every time I get one of those games that look like I played back then, I'm taking you back to 77. I'll say that, and try to give you more information about it the best I can to my ability. And the game goes on like this, and that's it. Okay, thanks for stopping by, and we're going to have some more Battle of the Boxes.